Hello everyone, my name is Steve Samuel from Design Visionaries, and thanks for watching. This little post is going to be about a very new ability that we have in NX 2506, and it is called Label as Modeling Component. The need is when you're in an assembly that has a bunch of components and you want to make changes to the positions of certain components, the other components that are surrounding it or holding it or touching it can change commensurately with a move command. So this little assembly is made of a bunch of little different components. This is the rotor here, and these are the brackets that hold the rotor in place, and this is the little cover that holds it together. There's a little fan, and there's all these little pieces that come together for this assembly. And what I want to do is I want to impose a move to this rotor. I want to move it up an inch, and I want the brackets to change their shape commensurately. So I'm just going to go back to regular view there, and I'm going to go into assemblies, and I'm going to say label as modeling component. I'm going to select the two brackets like so. There we go. And what I'm going to do next, once that's done, they change color, the little pinkish color. See, I think I'll take this, I think I'll hide the cover there. And what I want to do is I want to move this rotor, the magnets that are associated with it, this label and the glue that holds it on, and I want to move those up by 2 inches. And there's a bracket here, as you can see. There's a bracket that is also going to have to move if I want that bracket focused on that rotor. Anyway, just to show you the way to move the rotor and have the brackets update, what you do now that you've said label as modeling component, you can go to the move command, and what we're going to do is we're going to move the rotor. We're also going to move the magnets that are associated with the rotor. So I'm holding my finger on the control key and selecting the magnets. And then there's a label and some glue that holds it on. So I'm selecting the label and I'm selecting the glue. I've actually modeled the glue. And say specify orientation. I'm going to do a single click on the Z translation there. And I'm going to type in 1 inch. Let's make it 1.5 so you can really see that it changes. I'm going to enter that and say yes. And NX is now doing its thing. So as you can see, the rotor has moved up with the magnets, and the label and the glue, and the brackets have changed commensurately. Isn't that awesome? So then I'm going to look at the cover, and now I can see the cover needs to be changed. So I'm going to double click on the cover, and I'm going to go into the cover, and I'm going to go to extrude, and I'm going to add that 1.5 there, just like that. Say OK. So now the cover is going to update perfectly, and nice. So I go back to my assembly. I'm going to Control-Shift-K and bring back all my little components there. There you go. And Control-W to get rid of the assembly constraints, or not get rid of them, but hide them so I can see what's going on. And as you can see, everything is now updated. The slots in the cover have updated. The top of the cover didn't because it had nothing to do with the assembly constraints, but this move that I imposed has changed the location of the rotor, the location of the magnets, the location of the little rings that are in the rotor, all of the hardware, the little washer and the nut and the fan have moved commensurately as well. And so that becomes a very, very powerful way of editing your assemblies. It's great technology, so congratulations Siemens on creating this or implementing this. I think it's very powerful, and I'll get a lot of use out of it. Again, my name is Steve Samuel from Design Visionaries. I hope you liked this little post. I hope the 2026 year is going to be fantastic for you. Please like and subscribe if you can, and I'll see you on the next post. Thank you.